Hi there, Springfield Faith Center family. I am so excited to be able to give this devotion to you today. I miss you guys so much, and I can't wait for us all to be together again. So this is the devotion for Wednesday, April 8th. This is the second point for Steve's message this last Sunday, where he talked about expectations. Yesterday, Jamie talked about the unreasonable, unrealistic expectations that the people had in expectation of what the Messiah would be, and that those expectations weren't met. They were looking for a conqueror. They were looking for someone that would lift Romans' boots from their necks in a violent takeover, and that wasn't Jesus's mission. So, but one of the things that Steve talked about this last Sunday was that we still have unreasonable expectations today. We have expectations of what our life should look like. We have expectations of how other people should treat us. I have come to realize that the more my eyes turn towards self, the more that my eyes turn towards my entitlements, the more that I see blessings as entitlements, the more that I see my expectations unmet. John Johnson, who is a psychologist, wrote an article in Psychology Today where he said that unrealistic expectations are premeditated resentments. That really resonated in me, because whenever I see things that I think should happen in my life and they're not, I unwaveringly become resentful because it's not happening. And that is only going to lead me down a really dark path. So expectations, definition of expectations is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. The fact is that my selfish, egocentric, entitlement-driven idea of what should happen to me is always a moving target. It's never something that I can actually meet, because it's ultimately going to be birthed out of my flesh, out of my selfish desires. But the more that I focus on the kingdom, the more that I focus on the fact that Jesus has the best for me, that Jesus has has made a promise that He is my advocate. The more that I focus on serving other people and serving you, the more that I see that my expectations really come second, and my expectations of kingdom-mindedness is what is actually going to drive my actions. So let's have a strong belief that God is going to meet us where we're at, that God is going to meet our expectations for who He says that we are, who He says that He is going to be in our lives. And let's just be there for each other and see each other through this difficult time. I love every single one of you, and I can't wait to be together again.